everybody, I'm Brutazilla, and this review is one of my newest recent X-Plus figures I got, and excuse me, this figure I didn't think I would ever get, and this figure is a first, because it is, well, it's technically not my first Ric, it's weird, but it's not my first Ric Boy. It's not my first Ric Godzilla figure, but it's my first Ric Godzilla with light-up spines. And it is the Godzilla 1989 Sakai landing version. And holy crap, this figure is amazing. This is obviously the box for it, and the boxes are different compared to the regular 30cm figure line, where it was kind of more colorful. Well, I guess you could say this is colorful, but I don't know, it kind of looks a little plain. You know, I mean, you don't buy these figures just for the box. It's a neat box, you know, it's a neat little concept the way it looks. It's different because it's its own little line. Like, now you got 4 lines in the X-Plus figures, where you got 25 centimeters, you got 30 centimeters, you got the Gigantic series, and you got the Sakai series, which is pretty much, they're all based off a really popular sculptor, Yuji Sakai. He makes a lot of Godzilla, you know, figures and sculpts or whatever, statues and stuff. Really detailed, and he's really popular for the way his figures look. He makes them look like movie accurate. And I've got all the Godzilla complete works of all 29, I think I got, yeah, all the Japanese Godzilla movies up to Final Wars. And they're all the Yuji Sakai ones. But yeah, this is the box. It tells you on the back with batteries and stuff, and this sticker here is pretty much saying that this is the Ric Boy with the light up dorsal fins. And if you didn't have this sticker, you know, obviously you don't got the Ric. But yeah. Okay. This figure is beautiful. Really beautiful figure. I took this out of the box, and my instant thought was, holy shit, this figure's so damn beautiful. I couldn't stop looking at it. It's just a gorgeous figure all around. He's got a freakishly long tail that keeps touching my fat belly. But yeah, really gorgeous figure. It's all thanks to my bro Leslie Chambers. I thank you very much for selling this guy to me. I always wanted this guy, and I passed him up, and I kind of regretted it, but thanks to you, man, I was able to get this guy, and I was able to get the Ric Boy version. And like I said before, this is my very first light up Ric Boy for Godzilla. My other light ups are the Baragon and the Gigan, and this is my first Godzilla light up. Let's get into the sculpt and detail. The sculpt is just amazing. The detail is pretty much amazing too. All the way the scales look really detailed. I kind of argue the scales are like, I don't know, just the way it looks kind of more detailed than some of the other Godzilla X-Plus figures I have. Just the way it looks and the way it feels, it looks like, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to subscribe. Maybe because it's a Yuji Sakai based figure, you know, or sculpt. But yeah, apparently this was based off of a statue, and like Rich Iso said in his review on this guy, when they shrank it down, I guess for vinyl, it kind of messed up the detail and the teeth, because the teeth aren't as big as some of the other X-Plus figures, and that's why I guess well, I'll get to the paint job later, but that's why the teeth kind of look small on this figure. But yeah, other than that, the scales really, really detailed. The fingernails, the eyes, the little ears, and then the back here, the spines. A lot of detail in it. And the tail, a long tail here. I mean, I gotta say, I think this is arguably one of the most. Yeah, look, I'm looking at all my figures, X-Plus. I think this is kind of like one of the most detailed X-Plus figures I own. It's just me, I don't know, but just the way it looks, you know, really, really detailed. And now for paint and pose, paint, he's just pretty much an all charcoal, dark charcoal color. And his toenails and fingernails are painted differently when you compare them to the original 1989 X-Plus figure, because they got a little more black on right here, and then they turned into the bone color. Where on the other X-Plus figures, most of the Godzilla X-Plus figures, they're just bone color right there, and they don't really blend in. But I kind of like this blending because it makes it a little bit more realistic. Really, really cool. And the tongue, the mouth is really different compared to some of the other X-Plus figures, especially the original 1989 X-Plus, where it's like, I'm looking at it right now, I'll compare it later, but it's like red and pink tongue. Like a pinkish tongue, where this one's more like a purple tongue. Kind of like the Final Wars figure from pictures I've seen. I don't own it. And the teeth, yes, I would agree, the teeth look sloppy a little bit, just the way they're painted, but that's technically not their fault, because if you look at this guy really good, I don't know if you can see it here in the camera real good. Sorry if you can't, but it's they're like really small and you can't really tell. It's kind of hard when you look at it. It looked like it's kind of hard to paint each individual tooth, so they just kind of painted them all together because it seems like it's impossible. And yeah, but it still looks great. I mean, they look different from all the other X-Plus figures' teeth, but other than that, they still look great. And the eyes are a lot different compared to the. Well, I guess I'll get to that when I compare them. I'll save that for comparison. But yeah. Besides that, the spines on this one are different because this is, mind you, the Ric Boy, where some of the spines are translucent white, like see-through, and the rest of the spines are painted, and obviously that's on purpose because this is the light-up Godzilla Ric Boy edition. And if this was the non-Ric Boy, these spines here, going down to right here, would be painted. But if they were painted, that would obviously ruin the purpose of the light-up. So, yeah, but from what is painted, it looks great. I mean, you know, a couple little spines going all the way down to the tail. Really, really great paint work here. But yeah, that's paint pretty much. Pose is pretty much him walking, because this is pretty much based on the apparently there was 2 different suits used in Godzilla's Biollante, and I got this from Rich Iso's review as well, that this one is based on the land suit. And I might as well take this guy out now because I'm talking about it now. But yeah, this is the original X-Plus figure, and this is, I guess you could say, these are pretty much the 2 different suits, because this one was based on the land suit, and then this one was based on the water suit. And watching Godzilla's Biollante, yeah, you could really tell, because watching it, one of the differences is the face, because in a way this one is kind of more stylized in a way, because this one looks more accurate to the movie, because when they show Godzilla on land, this one is what I think of, obviously, and this one definitely is based on the sea suit, because I notice when he's in the ocean, like particularly the scene where He's fighting mind control or mind games, fighting with Miki Sagusa. You notice this top of his head, it's kind of like a cone-shaped head or whatever. It's got a really tall head part right here. Cone head, whatever you want to call it. But and this one isn't as tall. And I noticed that it isn't as tall in the movie, the regular movie. You know, when you see him in the city and stuff. But in the suit, you can tell it's a little taller. And that's one of the main features that I've noticed watching Godzilla's Biollante. How you can tell the difference between the sea suit and the land suit. You notice the paint jobs are different on these guys. And besides the paint jobs, obviously you know that this guy is definitely... Damn tail. This guy is definitely the taller of the two. Because this is a true 30 centimeter figure, and this one is a Yuji Sakai version, but it's not really a 30 centimeter figure. It's more like, I don't know, 27, 28-ish, I guess. It's a little shorter. But yeah, they look great together, and I'm happy to own both of them. And one more size comparison. I gotta add this in here because this is my favorite Godzilla. My Godzilla 1984 X-Plus is my all-time favorite Godzilla, and yeah, they almost look the same size, but I think this guy's a little bit taller because in a way this Godzilla is more kind of like leaning a little bit. But yeah, I guess you could say if you wanted to know, if you guys were interested in knowing what my top 3 X-Plus figures were, which I will definitely do a review later, or video on that later on, it's these 3 right here for Godzilla. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Oops. Because I don't know, I just love the 1984 suit, and I just love Godzilla's Biollante. It's one of my favorite movies, and this guy is going to hold a special place in my heart because I got it from my bro Leslie Chambers, and this guy also holds a special place in my heart because I got it from my other bro Burley Vang, and this guy holds a special place in my heart because he's my very first X-Plus figure that started all this madness. And yeah, but on to the, I guess you could say, the main attraction, the light up. Oh, and I forgot to say, I got to show this in the size comparison too. I noticed this is kind of like, I don't know if he poses the 1989 suit a lot in this pose, but he's like I said, he's walking and he's got his foot up in the air, mind you, like this, and his tail's up in the air, and it's kind of like the same exact pose as it is on this guy. This was sculpted by Yuji Sakai as well, and this is the Godzilla Complete Works. This is based off the Biollante movie, and this is the 1989 Godzilla, obviously, and he's walking out of the volcano. And if you notice, it's almost the exact same pose. Like, he's walking, you know, like, and if you look here closely, it's kind of dusty, but his foot is raised up in the air as well on this guy, and his tail's kind of up in the air as well, almost the same pose. And it's kind of hard to tell, but I looked closely at this guy, and his eyeballs are pretty much the same exact color, brown with black eye pupils. Oh, I forgot to mention that too as well, but yeah, that's just, I did a little size comparison there. Besides them being by different sculptors or whatever, the teeth, I forgot the teeth. The teeth look a little tiny bit better on this just because they're individual, but I kind of prefer this guy's teeth a little bit better because they look more realistic, even though they look, you know, kind of sloppily painted and stuff. But and the eyes are definitely different too, because this guy has brown eyes and then black pupils, where this Godzilla has pretty much I think he had a little bit of white on him. Well, kind of. They're kind of a little whitish, brownish, but then they got yellow pupil with a black. I don't know what the hell you would call those things, irises, whatever. But yeah, he's pretty good. Got yellow on there too, instead of basically brown, black, brown, yellow, and black. So I guess that's why I kind of say this one's somewhat a little bit more stylized, and it resembles the sea suit more in the movie. This one resembles the land suit more. But yeah, on to the Ric, finally. Now this guy's Ric is a little tiny bit different. It's the same as the other Rics where you have to plug it in the back of the heel here, but you notice there's no hole there. That's because X-Plus is now basically gave us the option to plug up that nasty hole with an extra piece. So yeah. And now it's the same switch box, and I've noticed on some of the newer Godzilla X-Plus figures that they've been releasing with light ups and stuff, the switch boxes are different on the 1991 Sakai Godzilla, and I think the Godzilla and Biollante X-Plus 25cm Ric Boy set, the switch boxes are freaking huge now. They look like this, kind of like a lightsaber almost, and just from the videos I've seen, and yeah, but it's weird. I mean, and they take different batteries too. They don't take those little, the silver circled ones. I don't know what the hell you call them, but I think they take double A's if I'm not mistaken, either double A's or triple A's now. But yeah. Anyway, same thing. You plug it into the back here, and voila. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to shut the light off so you guys can see it better. I'm going to shut this light off here too for extra light. See that? How beautiful? And I don't know what it looks like, but apparently in some of these videos, like Rich's video I saw, he had to move the camera to make it show its true color, because in some of the videos reviews I saw, the spines looked blue, and I don't know if it's showing on my video right now, but I'm telling you right now, these spines are not blue, they're white. I mean, I don't really see any blue in them, it's just pretty much white, but for some reason on the videos they come out blue. But if you move it, if you move the camera, when he moved the camera, on Rich's video, it turned it white. But yeah, I still love this because I noticed there were two scenes in the Biollante movie where this actually happened. One, and they were both when he fought Biollante, because when he was fighting Biollante, the rose form in the water in the lake, you notice these flashed, and they were flashing like white, and they were like, like that was weak, fuck, and it was like lightning. You could hear lightning, or thunder. I mean, it was like thunder sounds coming out, and it was really cool. And they were like lighting up white, and that's what I like about this Ric. And when I watched the movie, because I thought, oh, that really resembles that. And then also when he fought Biollante the second time, when she was in her final form, when she sprayed acid in his face and then was about to pretty much bite his head off, Godzilla's in their mouth, and he's like, oh shit, and then all of a sudden his spine just light up again. That's better. And it did the same thing, like the repeated white flashes and the thunder sounds, and then he just shot his attack right in her mouth to escape. But that's what I love about this, because it's really movie accurate. And I love it because it's my very first Godzilla spine Ric Boy. I always wanted one, and what better way to get one than, my second favorite Godzilla suit design, Really, really cool. And what makes this even more special is that I got it from my bro, Leslie Chambers. But yeah, that is the spine. I'm just going to end the video like this, guys. That way you guys can just check out the spines. And yeah, so that's pretty much my review, guys. I want to thank you very much again, Leslie. I really, really love this guy. I'll take real good care of this guy, obviously. Damn, this figure is just so damn beautiful. Holy shit, Toe, man. Thank you, man. Thank you again. And, yep, so that's going to be my review, guys. So, yeah, if you guys like what you see, please comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more. And, till next time, everybody. Peace out.